What's going on, everybody? MetalBlade427 here, and I present to you Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix Remix. In the last episode, we demonstrated our dominance of the island by kicking the crap out of all of our friends, sometimes 3-on-1, beat our biggest rival twice, and showed the woman that we love that we will do anything for her. That includes winning races and collecting random items that we need in order to go onto a boat and go out to the open ocean with. And actually, right now in this episode, we will be continuing to collect, I think, one more item, and then we will bring it back to her and show her how much we love her. But first, we must go into this cave to get the final item. Now, Waka mentioned this place being a secret place, and it is called the Secret Palace, of course. But according to what we see here, and that will be when Sora actually comes to the back, there are a lot of drawings all over the walls and various places like that. And that's because Sora has been coming here since he was a very, very little boy and kind of documenting all the things that he has seen in his dreams and whatnot. There's also this giant door in the back that's kind of weirdly out of place, but let's go grab this mushroom, which is right here, and kind of just bring it back to Kairi.
Who's there?
I've come to see the door to this world.
Huh?
This world has been connected.
Well, what are you talking about?
Tied to the darkness. Soon to be completely eclipsed.
Well, whoever you are, stop freaking me out like this. Huh? Well, where did you come from?
You do not yet know what lies beyond the door.
So you're from another world.
There is so very much to learn. You understand so little.
Oh yeah? Well, you'll see. I'm gonna get out and learn what's out there.
A meaningless effort. One who knows nothing can understand nothing.
So a mysterious man comes out of nowhere, then disappears into nothingness, only to tell us that we know nothing. Yep, just another day on the islands, right, Sora? In addition to that, we have this very strange door here that when Sora actually goes up and investigates it, nothing really out of the ordinary. How did he get here? So this door is normal, I guess? I don't know, whatever. Alright, we're going to be looking at some of the drawings that are now on the walls. First, you saw down there Sora handing Kairi the Pow-Proof fruit. He had to, update that of sorts. And then up in the upper right, you see what looks like seaweed and some type of fish with little boys swimming around it. This giant drawing here shows somebody, I'm guessing in the right corner, summoning some type of monster. And I guess it's around some stones, and on the bottom there's a bunch of warriors fighting back. So it's kind of like a little just random kid stuff, but then you start getting a little bit more interesting as we go along. There's a few drawings that we have. There's a hidden Mickey up there, by the way. There's a lot of hidden Mickeys in this game, and if you can tell from the last episode, I will be pointing them out as we go along, or at least the ones that I know of. Up top, we have a monster being fought back by both Riku and Sora, with them protecting Kairi in the back, so that's really cool. We have, let me swing around over here. We have Sora standing there with a sword in hand, kind of like a knight holding up his sword. Another hidden Mickey, some weird creature. But this is great. You have a picture of Donald Duck standing next to a chocobo. And it was funny that the chocobo was crossed out. And above that looks like some type of wizard. And he's actually wearing the hat that Donald was wearing in the initial cutscene. We have a pumpkin over here. And then on the other side, we have a few other. We have a house up there, which I believe that is a house in reference to. I think that is the fairy's house from Sleeping Beauty, even though we don't actually see Sleeping Beauty World in this particular game. We have Sora down with a crown on his head, very nice, and we have a Cheshire Cat grin to the left, or at least that's what I would assume it is. Some weird dots, I guess it's Morse code, I don't know. If you look above the guy's head there, you're going to see some playing card suits, club, spade, diamond, and heart. We have a dog following another character, so I guess it's supposed to be Pluto following us. Some more houses, and then that over there is actually supposed to be the Disney Castle, you know, the one that Mickey is king of. It's a little bit of a crude drawing, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to represent, Disney Castle, because you can tell by the various pillars and the flags and everything like that coming out from it. And then on what's that back there? Is that a bird? I think it's a bird. I don't know what that's supposed to represent, but it's a big bird. A big bird, and then just some random faces. So a lot of the stuff that we see here in this cavern is stuff that Sora not only imagined because he's a little boy, but also stuff that he saw in his dreams, kind of tying Sora a lot more into the overall aspects of the story. Like, there's more to this that he knows that he actually doesn't know. Kind of like how the hooded guy was telling us, if you can't understand, then you're not going to understand, and yada yada yada, whatever. So we're just going to do the little boy thing to do and just kind of run away from it for right now. We've had our fill, we have lost interest, ADD has kicked in. Let us take all of our items back to Kairi, because she has been waiting for us for quite a while, and now that we have everything and have shown everybody that we are the dominant male on this island, we can go claim our prize, and that would be Kairi. Kairi, ours, yes. And, you know, references like that will probably make more sense a little bit later, depending on the planet we're in. If you played this before, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, hello, Kairi. I'm making a necklace of thalassus shells. Thalassus shells. In the old days, sailors always wore thalassus shells. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They were supposed to ensure a safe voyage. See this? It's a charm to help us find each other if we ever get separated. The three of us will always be together. That is a very important charm for later, but not until much, much, much later. Alright, so she had found something for us today. In exchange for all the items, she gives us another high potion, which is great. We still don't even have anywhere close to 60 HP yet. So we might as well just throw that into our stock. We have a lot of potions right now that we can bring in the battles, which are more than enough for us today. Let us head home, because tomorrow, as she says, is the big day. Better go rest up.
You know, Riku has changed.
What do you mean?
Well...
You okay?
Sora! Let's take the raft and go! Just the two of us!
Huh?
Just kidding.
What's gotten into you? You're the one that's changed, Kairi.
Maybe. You know, I was a little afraid at first. But now I'm ready. No matter where I go or what I see, I know I can always come back here. Right?
Yeah, of course.
That's good. Sora, don't ever change.
Huh?
I just can't wait. Once we set sail, it'll be great.
Donald. Sorry to rush off without saying goodbye, but there's big trouble brewing. Not sure why, but the stars have been blinking out one by one, and that means disaster can't be far behind. I hate to leave you all, but I've got to go check into it. There's someone with a key, the key to our survival. So I need you and Goofy to find him and stick with him. Got it? We need that key or we're doomed. Go to Traverse Town and find Leon. He'll point you in the right direction. P.S. Could you apologize to Minnie for me? Thanks, pal.
Oh dear, what could this mean? means? We'll just have to trust the king.
Gorge, I sure hope he's all right.
You're honest. Don't worry. We'll find the king and the ski.
Thank you. Both of you.
Daisy, can you take care of the...
Of course. You be careful now, both of you.
Oh, and to chronicle your travels, he will accompany you.
Over here! Cricket's the name. Jiminy Cricket at your service.
We hope for your safe return. Please, help the king.
You're coming too.
Gorge, Jiminy, your world disappeared too?
It was terrible. We were scattered. And as far as I can see, I'm the only one who made it to this castle.
Goofy.
Oh, right. I gotcha. You mean while we're in other worlds, we can't let on where we're from, huh? We gotta protect the world border.
Order.
Right, world border. Oh, I guess we'll need new duds when we get there, huh?
Hello up there. Gotta get to lunch, True. I'm glad you're ready.
I just can't wait. Once we set sail, it'll be great.
A storm? Oh no! The raft!
Sora! Dinner's ready! Come on down! Sora?
What's that? Riku's boat! And Kairi's!
Oh man, something evil has come a-calling to our islands. And of course, on the day before our great vacation adventure thing, it always works out that way. You always have to have some type of big disaster happen before you go away on some great trip. And in our case, we have all of these shadows that are coming up and trying to attack us. Probably remember these guys from the beginning of the game. These are the ones that we fought in that dive into the heart sequence. Our simple wooden sword is doing absolutely nothing to them. You can't hurt them, you can't touch them. The most you can do is run away. And I think I see Riku standing there on the middle of that sword. There's no time to climb a tree. on the middle of the island there, so we better go see what's going on with him. Is he just standing there?
Where's Kyrie? I thought she was with you.
The door is open.
What?
The door is open, Sora. Now we can go to the outside world.
What are you talking about? We've got to find Kyrie.
Kyrie's coming with us. Once we step through, we might not be able to come back. We may never see our parents again. There's no turning back. But this may be our only chance. We can't let fear stop us. I'm not afraid of the darkness.
Well, the lack of light doesn't make me feel any better either, Riku, but, I mean, come on, we gotta go find people. Riku, you're kind of standing in something. Oh boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, but it's got us now. Great. This evil blobbish thing has got us. Sora, get him. Reach for him. Reach for him. Miss. And even in the darkest reaches, light will always find a way to shine through. Keyblade. Keyblade. And with that, Sora has been able to finally call upon his weapon, the Keyblade. And with that, we can finally fight back against these things. These are Shadow. Shadow are Heartless that emerge from various places. They sneak up to their enemies and strike them with sharp claws. They are extremely tenacious, often chasing their prey to the end. The Shadow will gradually gain more and more power as you go through the game, so you're pretty much going to get a min-max in terms of their HP and experience and everything. They will start out having 10 HP, and by the end of the game they'll have up to 60, giving you anywhere from 1 to 30 experience. When you defeat a Shadow, it will drop an HP ball worth 1, he'll drop 1 of those, and then a little bit later on when they start dropping money, they'll drop 2 money balls, each worth 1 apiece. There's also a 1% chance that it will drop a potion, and a 6% chance that it will drop a lucid shard, which is a synthesis item. For some reason here on the island, they have a much higher chance of dropping potions, I'm guessing because they're not really starting to throw too many synthesis items at us right now. Shadows are pure blood Heartless, and they are also the most basic type that appear on every world in this game, and even in almost every Kingdom Hearts game that was ever made. Probably the most recognizable characters, or at least the most recognizable villains in this particular series. And I just wanted to check my items right there to make sure I had everything. We are level, it was 4, we are 15 points away from level 5. So again, as I said before about leveling up and everything, being level 5 or 6 around this time is probably your best bet. When you fight the boss, you're almost guaranteed to level up one more time, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run around and take down these Shadows really quickly until I at least get to level 5. It's going to take quite a lot more experience in order for me to get to 5 to 6, so at least I only have to beat a few more Shadows. Get a few more experience points in here and there, maybe grab a few more items, and just gotta make sure to keep my health up. There we go, alright, next level achieved, my defense went up by 1. I did manage to find, I think, 1 or 2 more potions. Not like I'm going to need them, but it's always good to have them just in case. Again, you just gotta be really careful when you're running around and not just haphazardly smashing the X button. I mean, that's generally what you're going to be doing in order to fight, and that's just hitting the same button over and over again, but a lot of it has to do with positioning Sora in the right place, and especially when the Shadows dip down underneath the scenery, when they actually turn into a Shadow, you're not going to be able to hit them. And if they're up higher than you and everything, you got to make sure to jump at them and hit them and all that stuff. So I've had enough of this. It's time to actually go through the door, because now we have a weird door that actually appeared here. The secret place is blocked off by something now. Very weird. This could actually be where Kyrie went, because it does not allow us to go to the area where the raft is. So, lack of a better place to go, might as well head down to the end and see if this door is open. Because that's what Riku kept saying. Something about a door being open.
Kyrie!
Sora...
Ah, jeez. It did open. Catch her! Catch her, Sora! Whoa! It's very ghostly of her. Oh, boy. Man, what is happening to our world? It's being dismantled. Torn apart by this weird black energy. Oh, and it's you again. I remember you from before. So now we have a rematch on our hands against this big guy. This is, as I said before, Darkseid. An enormous Heartless that appears on Destiny Island with shadows. It led the shadows in the battle against Sora when he first received the Keyblade, and that's from Jiminy's journal. Darkseid, during our second battle here, he has 300 HP and will give us 60 experience when we beat him. He also does not drop any items. The first time we fought him on the Descent to Darkness, he had 240 HP and gave us 18 experience. Now, Darkseid is also a pure blood Heartless. You can tell because the other ones are called Emblem Heartless, where they'll actually have that symbol on them. Darkseid and the Shadows do not. They're just strictly black creatures, I guess you can say, that are bent on destroying the person holding the Keyblade. And Darkseid actually is another one that has appeared actually in almost every Kingdom Hearts game out there, though you didn't always fight him. Even in games where it didn't technically have the Heartless, like in Birth by Sleep, he did make a brief appearance. Darkseid has the same basic abilities as he did when we first got him, or when we first fought him back in the Descent into the Heart sequence, except for this. He reaches down into the core of the planet and pulls out this giant black energy ball. When he raises it up, he will then shower down these, I guess, energy bolts on you that you can parry and earn extra tech points from. Or you can just simply avoid them. That's also another really good thing to do. And we beat him. We got the level 6, HP learned, slap shot, done. And learned as well. Good.
Oh? Oh? Look! A star's going out!
Come on, let's hurry.
Our next world, and basically our central hub for the rest of the game, is the world between worlds, Traverse Town.
Where's that key?
Hey, you know, maybe we ought to go find Leon. Oh, Donald, you know, I bet you that,
What do you know, you big polluter?
What do I know? Come on, Pluto!
Huh? What a dream. Ah! This isn't a dream. Oh, where am I? Oh boy. Do you know where we are? Oh, hey!
How rude! He comes over to us, disturbs us while we're sleeping, and then just runs away? Oh well, might as well, I guess, use this time to go and explore our surroundings, because we definitely aren't on the island anymore. And don't be fooled by those little rocks there. Those are not hidden Mickeys. Those are just 3 circles in the form of a Mickey. There's a difference. This is totally weird. I'm in another world. Supposed to be on another world, but that's okay. No problem. Here we are in Traverse Town. We can walk around and kind of explore our environment a bit. We have a bunch of NPCs here that are going to be giving us little hints here and there about things that we can do and side things and just stuff that will come in handy a little bit later, like this woman talking about these candles here. You can swipe at them with your Keyblade, but unless you get them all off, this box will not open. And you're going to be able to do that with magic once we come back later. This little boy standing here in the middle may look a lot like Tidus from the island, but do not be fooled, this is not Tidus. This is just a character model, the same character skin as Tidus. So we don't know where he went. Unfortunately, when our island got swallowed up by the darkness, Waka, Selphie, and Tidus are kind of off in the middle of nowhere right now. So this is just a look-alike, maybe Tidus' long-lost brother-ish thing, whatever. This little guy right here is a Moogle. Moogles have appeared in the Final Fantasy series since Final Fantasy III, and actually are a very important aspect to this game. They are our synthesizers. They're also really cute and adorable. I believe they're like the combination of Japanese words of bat and mole or something like that. I forgot exactly where they get their name from, but they're cute. They're cute little guys, and they like to say Koopa at the end of things. We were informed a lot that there are different districts to Traverse Town, and we'll be able to open up various things as we go. But when we head into the item shop. The item shop is actually run by 3 familiar characters, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Huey in red is the leader. Dewey in blue is a very cheerful and outgoing character, and Louie, the one in green, is carefree and often notices things that others miss. These 3 made their first appearance in Donald's Nephew, a short film or short cartoon back in 1938. Can you believe that? But most people recognize them from DuckTales as the main characters. As you come in and out of the item shop, they will switch their positions around and everything, so you'll always talk to a different duck, but it doesn't matter because they're always going to do pretty much the same thing. You can generally talk to them, or you can go in and you can buy stuff. You can buy potions, you can buy high potions, Ether, I don't know how you want to call it, will replenish your magic, and Tent will replenish your HP, but only from the menu. You can also go in and sell stuff, whether it be in stock or for whoever is actually holding an item. I may go back and sell some stuff a little bit later in order to afford some things, but you can easily just farm out some money in a little bit as well. And again, you can talk to everybody, and they're going to talk about things. We're going to earn enough money here to go on our own adventure. That's right. They're going to rewrite history and all that other jazz and whatnot. Before you leave, make sure you lock on to the fan that is on the ceiling here and jump and swing at it. Because you get a postcard. There are 10 postcards hidden throughout Traverse Town. And once you get all 10, you'll be able to get a bunch of really good prizes from it. And I'll probably find all of them and then just kind of drop them all off at once. I'm actually going to go up here really quickly because there's a postcard on top of the building that you can get right now that if I don't get now, I'm almost guaranteed I'm going to forget. So use this block, push it all the way up against the building, jump, and swing up. There we go. And in this little chest up here, we find ourselves another postcard. So that is 2 out of 10 already. Nice and simple. And you're going to get a lot of postcards really quickly once you get into other areas of Traverse Town. Just want to make sure there was nothing actually in those. You can destroy the blocks if you want and see if there's any items in them. I don't think there are. Alright, talking about the synthesis and super weapon forging shop. That's good. And talking about the nephew shop. Because, they are, we never really see who Huey, Dewey, and Louie's parents are. Because it's always, Donald Duck's nephews and Uncle Scrooge's nephews. We have no idea whose parents, they belong to. Okay, that is locked. It was a safe. You kind of figure we're walking around with a giant key. It shouldn't be locked, but whatever. Into the accessory shop we go. Very nice area. A lot of glowing stuff for us to look at. Hey there, how can I... Oh, it's only a kid. I'm not a kid, and the name's Sora. Okay, simmer down. So why the long face, Sora? You lost or something? No, well, maybe. Where are we? Huh? It should really be where am I, but whatever. Traverse Town? So, Gramps, is this really another world? Don't call me Gramps. The name's Sid. Anyway, not sure what you're talking about. It sure ain't your island. Guess I better start looking for Riku and Kairi. Well, good luck in whatever it is you're doing. If you ever run into trouble, you come to me. I'll look out for you. Very nice. Thank you, Sid. I appreciate that. And Sid is the accessory shop dealer, so we can go into here and buy various accessories from him. Of course, we have 0 money right now, so nothing we can do about that. Some good stuff he has, but you're not going to really afford too much of it. And plus, accessories are better won from things rather than bought. In addition to that, he has an item up here that we can pilfer, because it's an RPG. We just go into places and we take stuff. A mithril shard, which is an item used for synthesis. Something that, again, we probably will not be able to do for quite some time now. Nice pretty crystal there, and you know what? We're kind of coming up to a long 30-minute mark right here-ish, so I think I am going to call it an episode. Some more accessories right there, and a save point, so perfect spot to call it an episode. In the next one, we will be exploring around Traverse Town a little more. We'll be able to meet up with a few new characters, possibly some new friends, and hopefully we'll get some more clues about to where the whereabouts of our friends are, because, like I said, Riku and Kairi disappeared along with everybody else on the island. I wonder if they ended up here, same as us. Guess we'll find out later. Thank you all for watching. Rate and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, MetalBlade427. Until the next one, everyone, you have a good one, and I will catch you all later.